Hello students, this is Vetri. In this session I'm going to teach you an introduction about XML and what the language is about and why we are going to use XML instead of some other language. So let's start with what is XML. XML is an extensible markup language and which is used to store and transfer the data in internet. Alright, now so what are the basic properties we are having on XML? So it's a markup language that focuses only on the data. So we are not going to apply any graphics property or we are not going to apply any styles to the data. So simply we are going to work on what is the data is about. So you know that what is metadata, right? So XML will have information about the data which we are having in internet, which we are having in your website. Okay, now so XML is designed especially to store and transfer the data between the website, right? And in simple words you can say that it is used to store and transfer the data in websites. Okay, now so while talking about the standardization, XML becomes the W3, see you know that what is W3 is nothing but World Wide Web Consortium. So it becomes the recommendation of W3 for semantic web, right? And XML is completely different from HTML. So the purpose of usage is completely different when you compare with HTML, right? So HTML mainly focus on how the data is going to be in our website, but XML focuses on the data what we are going to share in between the website, right? Then and XML it's completely independent language, so it is completely independent from the platform as well as the programming languages, right? And doesn't require any hardware or software to perform it, to run it. So it's completely platform and programming language independent one. So unlike we have the tags in HTML, it's all predefined tags. But when it comes to XML, we don't have any kind of predefined tags. So if you want to add some data, for example, if you want to add your name, so you can create your own tag as name or whatever you want, like full name, last name, like that, right? Then, so you can ask that actually what is the need of XML? So what is the role of XML in semantic web? So the role of XML is XML and RDF. So RDF, which is nothing but it's a resource description framework. Okay, so these two playing crucial role in interoperability of websites. Okay, so we can classify these two by applying something like XML addresses only the structure of the document, structure of the data, how the data is going to be, like that. But RDF facilitates the interoperation, how the data behaves and all, right? And it provides more data model for the user. For it can be easy for the machine to understand, right? So while we will see about RDF in another video. Now, so the game is, for example, I'm going to have a conversation with one other person, like I love sports like football, tennis and volleyball, but cricket is my favorite one. So if you want to talk to someone else in front of you or some other human, see it's possible we can convince like this, right? So I love sports like football, tennis and volleyball, but cricket is my favorite one. Definitely the other person will understand that. So cricket is your favorite sport, but you like all other sports also, like football, tennis and volleyball. But how can I convey this message into a machine? If someone searching about me in internet, So how machine will fetch this information, and how it will give that information to those who are searching about me, searching about my favorite sport. So that's the case. So let me explain that, how we are going to give input to the data, input to the machine. Here we go. For creating XML document, you can use any editor. Now I'm going to use normal text document. That means the notepad. Open it. I'm going to keep the root tag as, so we are going to talk about the sports, right? So for better understanding, I'm going to copy this here. Okay, see, so later I will erase that one. Now, so we are going to talk about the sports, right? So you can keep the sports as root tag. Now, the next we are going to talk about what are the sports you like. Football, tennis and volleyball, right? So you can type sport, I'll teach you that what is the importance of intent and space. XML is space and case sensitive. Okay, so under sport I'm going to type name tennis, and so for every tag it must require that end tag is important. Okay, so now sport, right? So for these three sport I'm going to copy paste it. Volleyball, football. See, I love sports like football, tennis, volleyball. Yes, these three included, but cricket is my favorite one. So simply you have to create one more tag that as a favorite sport. Okay, so favorite sport, and under to it you can have the name cricket. Then you have to close it. And we have to close the sports tag also. Fine. So now we can remove this, and this is how your XML document should look like. Okay, so again, if you are having some doubt like whether my space or fine, or my indenting is fine, or else if I'm having something, any mistakes on this format, yes, you may have. Let me teach you that we have so many online XML editors are available, right? So you can go with online like XML editor, and then you can verify, you can validate your document. Okay, so go to Google and type online XML editor or validator. So just click, so you can paste your file over here and click validate data. So it looks fine, right? And I'll give demo with some other websites. XML validation. Paste it and click validate. So it's validated, right? So you have to go for download to download the document, and there are some other editors also available like JSON formatter and all. Here we go. So now click validate. Yes, there is no error. For example, if you put something wrong, like if you are used sport over here means check. If you click format and beautify, there is a error here. See, I missed the intent, but when it comes to after formatting, see, it's changed. The intent space is changed, right? And if you click this XML tree, you will get the tree format. So I like sports, so under the sports I will have tennis, volleyball, football, and my favorite sport is going to be cricket. So, and this is how we are going to create XML document, right? So I'll give you more example about XML in coming videos, and we are going to see about XML schema and DTD and RDF in coming videos. Keep following it, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day.